Hey, you see me? Oh,
Do I see you? No, I just see a big black box.
oh, yo, I was just in bed watching it.
You were in bed watching me?
Yeah, I was
You know how
watching.
weird that could come off to a lot of these people?
Nah, you know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. I'm just trying to
Do I?
sleep,
Do I
bro.
really know what you mean?
You know how like everyone has Netflix on before they go to sleep? It's like one of those things.
Oh, what are you watching?
I was just
Oh,
watching.
you were watching me, right?
Yeah, I was watching.
Sorry.
How you
Dude,
been,
have you
bro?
actually been watching anything on Netflix?
Nah, man. I've just been paying the subscription. I haven't been watching it. YouTube's crazy these days. Everyone got crazy music.
I said, have you been watching Netflix?
Nah, not Netflix, but I've been. Dude, some artists, like some new and upcoming artists are nutty, man. Like they're
I like how you just
insane.
had to add me in there. By fucking default, you had to do that.
Yeah, like you. You're insane. You're insane at music. God,
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate
Corbin is the Russ of Korea, dude.
it.
He's the Russ of Korea.
Yo,
He's
if you're on here
insane.
to fucking flatter me, you need to hop the fuck off right now because
No, no, no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
here
no.
for that right now.
No, no,
I'm not here for that.
I was saying you self-produce, you self-write, you self-compose, you self-mix, you self-tune. Y'all, you know, if like
I
I
mean, you
know
could do it for
everyone.
me if you want, Jay.
Nah, nah, dude.
If you want to go out of your way to do it,
No, no, I'm good. I'm
I'm
good.
here for it.
First off, I don't know how to mix. Second off, if I tune, dude, I've tried. I can do it, but I go crazy doing it. Like I don't even know what sounds right anymore after like an hour of it.
Yo, the worst thing is when you actually tune it without the music in the back. Sometimes it just sounds right to the ear and also it's telling you that it's right. But then you listen it with the song and it sounds like a fucking dissonance like every once in a while. And it's like you don't know if this is the wrong note if that's the wrong note.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
a fucking trip.
Like
It's nothing that you
flat,
really need
yeah.
to do.
Like flat and
Yeah,
sharp become like irrelevant. You just start hearing this
yeah.
weird thing, and then you're like, okay, I got it. And then you hear it back the next thing, you're like, what did I just make? Like, oh man, you gotta
Oh
leave that to
man,
the pros for a reason, bro. I can't do
yeah.
that
Well,
stuff.
no, you could do it. You just don't want to do it. And
Yeah,
actually, I don't
true.
blame you because
Facts.
I don't really think you need to do it. You just need to do what you're doing right now.
You like those top lines, bro? You like those lyrics, though? Yeah, yeah.
That's my impression of Jay. Y'all ready for this shit? Okay, that was too much. Sorry, but when I first heard it, dude, it was some fucking like blessings of the fucking year. I had no idea what the fuck I was listening to, man.
I appreciate
I'm
that,
telling
man.
you, with those harmonies, bro.
Ooh,
Each harmonies, man.
dude. Some
It's gonna
people
become
don't
a
know
thing.
though. Some people don't know though.
Each
Those
harmonies don't
chorus,
know.
dude.
Yo, people don't know the work that goes behind each harmonies, man.
Dude, those chorus harmonies are actually they. Some of those might be higher than the actual ad lib. Like, you guys gotta go
Yeah.
back and check those, man.
See, that's the thing. People don't know that. People don't actually listen for that shit. And it's like, you know how hard it was for you, right? But
Yeah,
nobody else
yeah, yeah.
knows.
Man, bro, how you been though? How's quarantine, man? It's hard, no?
It's not too bad because I was super duper stressed. So all I knew is that I know I need to snack a whole bunch and I can't go out to get it. I'm not here like like I don't have anybody near enough to actually make them go out of their way to get my stuff.
Okay.
So I got like a huge like industrial size Cheetos, like 3 bags of them. Got was it a kettle jalapeno chips like party size and one thing of Doritos and some crispy what Rice crispy treats
Bro, how
and
old
like
are you, man? You're straight up living off Costco snacks right now, man. You good?
do you have a problem with that?
No, I mean, like, is your health okay, though?
Jay, you got a problem with fucking Costco
You
snacks?
gotta get vegetables,
What
man.
did you grow up with, man?
Dude, I grew up
Yo,
with.
that's a slap in the face to my mom, man.
No, 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 no. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. I'm just saying you gotta get your greens and your proteins and your leanings
Well,
and all that.
yeah, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying, but I mean, I'm getting my fill. I'm definitely full, if
Dude,
that
you're
means
not you're not
anything.
bored
And
though.
also, yeah, what's up?
You're not bored though.
I don't have time to be bored, man. I have like three things I need to finish up. Like I'm on a timeline or I'm on a deadline.
Oh no.
So yeah, no, no, it's fine though. It's not like I didn't procrastinate, thank God, for
Okay,
once in
that's
my
good.
life. And I'm all right. I'm all right.
You like
I'll be out.
mixing or
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. I
like
need to finish up a mix. I need to finish up a demo, and I need to finish up. I had to finish up another master for somebody, and
oh my
yeah. Right
god.
now, I'm on my second thing, and I'm almost done. So if I finish my third project, I'm gonna be bored. But by the time I think I'll be done right on time, so I'm fine. I'm fine. What
The
about you,
worst
man?
parts, man. I've been having some like issues, like with all the mental stuff, and I've been getting better, but
Why, man?
dude, it sucks, man. Panic attacks suck, bro. No one
Uh,
knows. They like everyone's like you know what I hate now? My pet peeve
hmm,
now is when people are like that makes me so anxious cuz I'm like, dude, you don't know what anxiety hit is unless you
hmm,
actually experience it. Like
yeah,
you really feel like you're actually gonna die. You're like, this is it.
yeah,
I'm dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I actually never talked about this in front of any of my fans or like on live, but
Oh shit.
yeah, man, I
Yeah.
actually like for the first time I opened up with my parents about it this time when I went back.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I went through it hard like about 3 years ago. The first time it like hit me really, really fucking bad. It was just like after
Yeah.
like mixing like a whole week straight, and it was like a
Yeah.
deadline that it was this unrealistic deadline that I had to meet, and the company just made me do it because I had to because they already made the deal and shit. Like, and it was like I was arguing that it didn't make sense, like the deadline didn't make sense. But by the time I was arguing, I was just like halfway through. I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna convince them otherwise." So I'm losing time arguing with you. So I might as well go and fucking do this. And by the last day, I literally was just sitting on the couch of the main mix room. And dude, I just wanted to end it there. I was just like, yo, there was so much on like burden that I was carrying. I was like, dude, this is like, I went to the point where I was so mentally weak that I was thinking that I was disappointing my parents. I was disappointing everybody around me. And like, yo,
Oh, bro.
bro, no, 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 I'm not going to keep going on and on about it, but I know exactly
Yeah.
how you feel. I know when that hits, it's hard. I'm glad that you could actually talk about it because I had a real hard fucking time bringing it up with anybody.
Oh, I'm
But
I'm
that's cool.
yeah. I'm
That's fucking
transparent
good.
too. But
Yeah, and I appreciate it. And I think actually that's better. I think it's easier for you to get over it. It's easier for people around you. You're letting people in. You're letting people
yeah.
allow them. You're allowing people to actually help you out.
Yeah,
So
man. I mean,
yeah, man.
I think
I'm
it's
glad.
cool too because I think it's cool too because like in this day and age, I feel like
Hmm.
especially my fans, they've just been like so comforting about everything. Like they're just super cool with it. They're like, take your time, like
Hmm. Hmm.
like promotions and all that stuff. Like it wasn't just me, but I mean,
Right, right.
I had a stake in that responsibility, about not being able to come back and promote. But they were just like, take your time, take it easy, and no one was faulting
Hmm.
me for it. And just like at that moment, like I knew, like okay, like everyone
Hmm.
understands now. Like this is a real thing,
Hmm.
and I feel like everyone
Hmm.
respected that. So I mean, going
Right.
after that, man, you can be open about it, bro. I feel like the
Hmm.
more you keep it closed in, the worse it gets, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I figured that out way too far in. Like,
Yeah.
I never got to the point that I did anything bad, thankfully. Like, I mean,
Thankfully, dude. Thank
shit, yeah,
God.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank God, yeah. Someone was looking out for me, man. But yeah, dude, I'm just really glad that yeah you're okay, and the fact that you could even talk about it. I'm assuming that you're at a better place already, that you could kind of laugh about it, kind of, and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, man, just man, I had no idea, man. I mean, I know you were stressed out, but I didn't know it was to the point that you were like, having panic attacks.
I
I know
think it's
how
like,
shitty that is.
yeah, I think it's kind of just like with you, like how you were grinding
Hmm.
for so long and just like it just
Hmm.
built up and built up and built up, and every time something else comes, you figure it out. But every
Hmm.
time you figure it out, you're burning a bit of yourself doing it.
Right.
And I think like how you were on the grind with like your mixing and producing, like I was really on the
Hmm.
grind to try to like do my best to get like Day6 on the
Hmm.
map, and like all the members
Right.
were doing that too, right? But like,
Hmm.
you know, being like one of the English speaking members, I felt like it was kind of my share of the responsibility to do my best in that
Right.
section. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like doing that, like I was always going to this person, like, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? And I just burned myself out. I wore myself out
Right.
fighting with people about it, differing opinions. But like, you know what? Just now, it's kind of just like, yeah, I feel like just live for the team, live for the people that you care about, live for me most importantly,
Hmm.
bro. Like, do you,
Right.
man?
Hmm.
Dang, we're being
Yeah, and
super
that's what.
inspirational, bro. What's going on today?
No, 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 no. But that right there, that last part. I mean, and this is really hard for me to say to anybody because, especially someone in your position. But yeah, I mean, the fact that you're actually willing to kind of step a little bit away to give yourself some wiggle room to work on yourself too, whether it's professionally or just on your own, on just like personally, I think that's fucking dope. And that's why I think your music right now is translating so much better. Um, not only to people, but just like, I mean, I feel like as a musician, I mean, humbly as a musician, when I heard like even your demos, man, before it was all done,
Oh
I
yeah,
remember I
yeah,
even told you then, I was like, yo, it's fine. Like immediately, there was nothing to fucking worry about because the music already translated. It wasn't gonna be the fucking incredible like hours of mixing with collaboration in between like all these professionals working on this kick and this snare, like working out the logistics of where this was it where certain pads are gonna go. None of that was gonna matter anyway because the song already translated, right?
yeah. Yeah, but
And the fact that you could bring that out right now, I'm sure you could also, in retrospect, you could say like it's coming from your stress too. And I think that's why,
true.
as long as it's coming out in a positive way and you're using it in a positive way, fuck, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
people like, do you write like happy songs, or like do you write sad songs?
Yo, you know what's funny? I was just talking about this with Mike. I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
talking about, especially with Mike a lot, but he was always like, "Yo, why do you never make happy, like upbeat music?" I swear to God, and I say it like, and even my fucking film director,
Yeah.
he brought it up too. He's like, "Yo, I have this idea for like a visual. Like, I think you would look really good. I think it suits your whole image and everything. But the song needs to be up like a little more brighter. This like your message needs to be a lot lighter." And I was like, "Oh, dude, like I'm trying." But every time I sit down and make a song like that, it eventually, dude, I'm a sucker for like super minor chords, right?
Yeah.
So like it's hard for me to make any subject like happy when first of all mentally I'm not to say I'm fucking depressed, but when I'm not mentally at a point where I'm always thinking about something really that makes me really happy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If I was going through that, I'm sure I could write a song that's super bright because I'll be feeling it at that moment, but I'm not.
Wait,
And
question. All right, so the order is track first, and then is it top line or is it lyrics first?
um, well, when you say track first, you mean the instrumental, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean instrumental. And yeah, for me, I always look at the top line being just another synth for
Okay.
the instrumental. So for me, it's just like it kind of it's in between the process of making the instrumentals because I want to see how it fills the pockets.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
for me, like the sonically, it needs to be more pleasing than. Unfortunately, I always have to balance out like the message because if I want to be super lyrical, I feel like I'm gonna lose a lot of the sonic. I'm
No, no, I know
taking
what you
away
mean.
a lot from the sonic value. Yeah.
Yeah, like the rhyme
So
schemes and just how it sounds good, right?
yeah. Just the pocket. Not only not it doesn't even have to rhyme sometimes, but I mean, of course, rhyming helps. But yeah. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you. All that matters for me at first needs to be the instrumental, and if the instrumental I fuck with, then most of the time I make it work as like, and if it doesn't work, then I just trash the music. So
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's similar with everybody then. It's like you do the
yeah,
top
I
line, and if the
suppose.
top line don't sound dope, then you just throw it away.
I mean, you tried. I don't know if you still do it, but you tried like writing out the songs with your guitar, or like you write out the chord and then you sing to it, and then you tried making the instruments to that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I do a couple songs like
And
that.
that's something that I've tried and failed every single time.
Wait,
But
why?
I think that's because you have somebody else to kind of bounce it off. Like when you have a producer to
Oh,
think about,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
listen to
yeah,
your
yeah,
voice, listen to your lines, and listen to the chords, and be like, get inspired by you to
yeah,
make a certain sound that they're hearing in that song. That's when the synergy happens. For me, it's different because I need to already hear the song. And by the time I finish the instrumentation, I'm so used to how it sounds that sometimes adding anything sounds like shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you
So
want to mainly be a producer, why don't you get like a co top liner or like a co top liner
I
lyricist?
didn't ever really think about that. I mean, it's not that I, okay, no, it's not that I never thought about it, but
Yeah,
at the moment when I was starting this, I was just like, I'm gonna do it by myself because like first
yeah,
of all,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
want to go out of my way to ask. You know me, dude. I don't like asking for favors. I don't
yeah, yeah,
want to do that kind of stuff. Like, sure, I could go and pay somebody, but at the same time, the idea of me paying somebody to work on an art with me, I hate that. I hate that I have like somebody's gonna do it for like for money, and like unless they really fuck with me, that would be the only reason ever for me to do that, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So,
No, I think that makes sense too. It's kind of like it's like a proving grounds too, right? Like even for my each
right.
project, like I
Mm-hmm.
write and compose everything, right? And then that
Mm-hmm.
specific requirement was there for me just so that I could prove to myself and like to prove to
Right.
myself that I'm really doing the music that I want, you know? Because once you start getting other
Mm-hmm.
people's input, and the song
Mm-hmm.
could definitely become 1,000 times, 10,000 times, 1,000,000 times better, but
Huge gamble.
yeah, it's not yours anymore.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like,
yeah, I think a part of me is such a control freak that I'm kind of like that too. And also, again, kind of going back, like writing off of what I was just saying, is just like say that I worked with somebody that actually did fuck with my music, and I heard the top line, and that person was super certain that they liked it, but for me, I don't have the mutual respect quite yet.
yeah.
It's just gonna I'm just gonna create friction. So until I know for sure that person that I work with is I'm super okay with that person's musicianship,
Yeah,
I don't think I'd pursue that. You know what I mean?
bro, you need
So
a song cap with some like S tier people, bro. Like these S tier
S
top
tier?
liners, like A tier.
Oh, you mean like S tier?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like top of the line top liners. These
Right.
people are nutty, dude. They'll be like, all
I
right,
have
play me the track, and they'll have
mhm,
lyrics and a melody
mhm,
done just first run,
mhm.
and they'll be like, do it again, second
I'll be
version. It's
uh,
amazing,
I have seriously yet to meet anybody like that yet.
dude. You gotta go to them song camps, my brother. You gotta stop doing it
Mm,
all on your own.
yeah. I don't know, man. I'll do it with you, Jay. How about that? Jay, people here, I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck what Jay says or what Jay's company's gonna say. I'm gonna work with him eventually. And
I'm
when
down.
it happens, y'all heard it here. He's gonna do all the top line, and I'm just gonna let him have creative control. So if you don't
Nah,
fuck with the
nah, you're
top
not.
line,
No, you're
it's
not. No,
not
you're
my fault. It's
not.
gonna be his fault. Okay, that's what I said. That's on you, not on me. I'm not even gonna give you any input.
Hey, bro,
Um,
bro. Real talk
yeah.
though. Real talk though. Send me an instrumental and I got you, bro.
All
I
right,
got you.
all
I
right.
got you. Straight
And
up.
you know, yeah, after hearing the last, by the way, and I have never, I've never actually, I told you this, but I've never said it on air about how ridiculously the frequency of music that's been coming out from you. Like, you've been pumping out so many songs in such a short fucking amount of time that it blows my fucking mind. It's
Bro,
insane.
I have I have songs stacked right now, but I was on hiatus for a while and I just didn't feel
Hmm.
comfortable with, because for me I have to post everything and then like I literally do everything by myself.
Right.
So it was just like it was too much work and then I just took a
Hmm.
break for a while. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm collabing with some
Hmm.
people. I'm about to drop some
Hmm.
some crazy stuff. So
So I'm gonna get
But
to hear this before you drop it.
what's up?
You better send it to me before you drop it. I want to hear it.
Yeah, dude. This artist that I'm working with,
Hmm.
dude, she's amazing. Her vocals are like
You said she.
her vocals are fire.
So why do I feel like I know who it is?
You probably don't. Do you?
Yeah, I probably do.
You
I'm gonna
might.
message you after this. I feel like I know who it's gonna be.
Dude, the first time I heard her voice,
I
I
have
was
a
like,
hunch. I have a
whoa.
hunch.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I have a
Anyway,
hunch. Yeah,
all right. Anyway, brother, good
bro.
catching up with you, man. Hope you're good, man.
Yeah,
Stay healthy.
always, always. And once I'm done with the quarantine, let's meet up. Let's fucking talk. Uh, and let's get that top line that you were talking about.
Bet. Send it over whenever, dude. I got you, bro. Don't even trip. Don't even
No,
trip.
I'm
Just
gonna
send it
put you on the
over.
spot. I'm gonna bring it over to our meetup, and I'm gonna be like, "Yo, sing it right now."
Yo, I got no problems with that. I'm used to that. Yo, I finished top lines in the day. What do you mean, bro? I'll finish the
All
lyrics in an
right, man.
hour.
That flex though.
Yeah, but yo, I just want to make it straight though. I don't want no splice samples, okay? Cause my ear picks those up now real fast.
Wait, what's up?
I don't want no splice samples. I'm gonna need some
Hey,
original beat work,
before you
okay?
go, I'm gonna
That's what I
say this.
want.
I'm gonna fucking
That's
say this, and I've been saying it, and this is absolutely no disrespect to anybody who uses Splice.
yeah, no
Hey, man,
disrespect. No
if you
disrespect.
are a producer, sorry,
No disrespect. No disrespect to Splice.
yeah,
I love Splice. Yeah.
no disrespect to Splice, man, and because I know Splice has a lot. They collaborate with like top of the end producers or sound engineers. But for real, I would not, as a producer, as somebody who works on like sonically, if they make your own sound, that's the point of being a producer to me, right?
Right.
And if you can't make your own sounds and you have to literally take like the most important lines for your fucking production, how could you ever take any fucking pride in your song? I never understood that.
Dang, that's tough. That's
No,
tough.
but at the
That's
same
tough,
time,
man.
hey,
That's tough,
if
man.
you could take that splice and if you could take that loop and completely make it your own, then it's fine. Then it's fine. But if I hear it, as you said, if I hear a loop and I think, oh shit, that's where it's from, I would have been super disappointed in my opinion.
Bet.
Yeah. Just saying for anybody who's listening or, if you're tuned in and you use splice, no disrespect,
Yeah, no disrespect. We
use
respect your
splice.
kind.
Yeah.
Everyone uses Splice
Love
though
you,
for different
Splice.
things.
If anybody from Splice is listening, let's collaborate.
Hey, you
Yo,
really
I
trying to get
got
that
you,
plug,
Splice.
huh? You really trying...
Yeah, Splice, I got you. Jay's talking all that shit, but
No, I'm not.
Corbin got you.
I'm
Corbin
not.
got you.
I'm just saying, dude. Corbin gets lazy with me. We not working. That's all I'm saying. All right, later, brother. Take it easy, man.
All right, Taija. Good night, brother.
Yeah.
Hello. That was fun. That was good.